Fire it up here, footballers. James here, coming at you with a quick news hit. I don't know what we're going to call this. Right now I got it tentatively titled Short Fuse News. But let's try and make this quick for you guys. So Chicago Fire put who in goal? Of course we put in Sparrow in goal, and the result was, of course, the 3-1 loss to NYCFC. Got an article here from Patrick McCraney, great follow, at Patrick McCraney on Twitter. Mauricio Pineda scored one for CFFC tonight, but he also took the blame for a goal the Fire gave up in the 3-1 loss to NYCFC. The first goal was on me. I took the blame for that first goal, and I should have done better on that. You can check that out on his website. He usually is writing for Hot Time and Whole Time. He's always got great stuff. Moving on, we got some other great tweets here from Patrick. Shuttleworth back in training. No decision yet on whether he'll be ready to go on Wednesday. CJ Sapong is also back, but has to remain in quarantine for another week or so. Frankowski did not leave for national team duty, so he's still available. And Kappelhoff is still out, and it will be a while before he's back. Might be related to that flip hexer or something for Kappelhoff. Patrick also reporting Rafa Wiki said that Georgi Mihailovic's stomach was the issue and was upset, and that is the reason why he did not play against NYCFC. Interesting. But he was on the bench. Frank Klopas is the best storyteller. In honor of his birthday, here's a fun little piece I did with him earlier this year. Basically, I just turn on the recorder and say, go. He does the rest. Little article here from Patrick McCraney. I'll try and have all a lot of this stuff in the details. Also from Patrick McCraney. After he didn't play much in Orlando, a lot of Fire fans were worried about the new DP, Ignacio Nacho Aliseda. And that's when Aliseda decided he needed to put his head down and get to work. So people saying, oh, we got a person here saying, great article. Didn't know that, but he seems hungry. In other news, you're eating your soup and he's bleeping your wife. Getting to know Veljko Paunovic. We found out more about Reading FC's new boss from those in the know, including insight into his tactics, personality, and whether he'll be a good fit for the Royals, Ultimately, successes were few and far between at his tenure at Chicago Fire, and his tenure was characterized by mediocrity and underachievement, and that's apparently from SB Nation. But I think Pauno actually has a chance to succeed, we'll see what he could do. He's got a shot here. And Reading is a club that I've followed since the days of Bobby Conwell. Let's see. Patrick Graney here with another one. Bobby Convey. Patrick McCraney saying, here's my CFFC game story from last night with quotes from Wiki and Pineda. Talking to reporters after losing really sucks, and I appreciate all these guys, both these guys being very honest. So check that article out. It always helps. When these media guys get these clicks. Brian Sandelau, speaking of getting clicks, due to a growing problem for Bobby Shuttleworth, Connor Sparrow becomes the 9th starting goalie since Sean Johnson. And no, I won't stop breaking out this stat. Great tweet there, Brian. Keep up the great work. Here's an article he recently wrote about Connor Sparrow that Tyler Terrans referenced on the most recent broadcast, talking about how Connor Sparrow is a registered nurse. I thought these were some great tweets here by Johnny Rojas. Let me see if I have them selected. I'll have to translate. So Madron saying the errors. You can follow Johnny Rojas at J Rojas A75 on Twitter. Madron saying the errors are of concentration. First minutes before New York City, they were not good. Unlike against Cincy, these are things we have to change. What else is he saying? Let's translate this tweet. Playing at home against FC Cincy and we won. They did not change their style. We are going to try and do the same as in that game to get 3 points, taking into account the playing surface. Interesting. I wonder what's going on with the playing surface there. Medron also saying, we are taking the rhythm of matches, adapting better, and the coaching staff is doing well because we are arriving fresh from the legs, fresh with fresh legs to the matches. That each match dictates how we feel. Of course, this Google Translate is not perfect. Madron, it is a rare year for everything and everyone. We're all very new to this team, and we need time this year, and there's not a lot of time. We need to connect as a team, and between now and the end of the year, we will improve a lot. And also from Madron. I could even read maybe the Spanish better. Poco a poco el equipo se va soltando y encadenando mejor juego. Little by little, the team is loosening up and chaining a better game. The errors that we have seen are easy to fix, and that is what the process means. Identify them and fix them. Awesome reporting there and getting those quotes there, Johnny Rojas, buddy of Juan Pimiento. Great follow, both on Twitter. Let's move on to the next bit of news. Also from Johnny Rojas. Wiki saying, let's see. MLS, they're not allowing players to attend their national teams right now, and that's why Frankowski's with us. So that explains why Frankowski's still here. Before New York City, we had good moments, but again, we allowed simple goals, and we tied ourselves to good moments, to grow and seek a victory. Winning will give us confidence. Not many games left in the season. I believe there's 18 games. It's an 18-game season or something. They've played 8 matches. So 10 games left, I believe. They'll be announcing more games here shortly. Madron. No, I think I read that. Yeah, little by little. Okay. Sorry for this. Is a little rough. This is my first go at this. And Wiki, we've spoken to the team. We support the players and their decisions, whether they decide to play or not at some point. As a club, it will always be to support the players. So that's awesome. That, of course, refers to, a weekend or two ago when all the leagues were trying to get some social justice issues across and using their, just stopping the games to kind of bring that attention to it. For Wiki, in general, we have seen very good moments in midfield. Aliseda, Jimenez, and Madron are very good players, and they need time to give us much more. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Men in Red was also reflecting that. We were just saying that, give these guys a few more games, which they don't have this season. And these guys actually might be able to click and make something work. The kind of okay that maybe this is kind of a throwaway season and that these guys could use this season to work on forming some chemistry. And hopefully, they're still together for the next season when hopefully we can all attend some more games here and get this all figured out. Let's move over to the Reddit. Reddit's a great little source for Chicago Fire news, drama, and hot takes. After a slow start, Ignacio Aliseda is still finding his groove with Chicago Fire. That was the article I referenced earlier, and we got some comments here. When you realize that he's only been around the team for 5 games, it's actually pretty amazing how well the 20-year-old has done. In the game last Saturday, Nacho did an amazing job keeping possession in and around the penalty area as he was mobbed by like 5 NYCFC players. The problem being that there was no obvious play for him to make. He's got a few bright spots. Another person commenting, I keep expecting him to be on the wings and forgetting to find him central. That's Doug. What up, Doug? Post-match threat. Let's just read a couple of these post-match threat and see how morose people were after that loss. CJ can't get back soon enough. Another one's Nacho says Nacho feels like he is so close to worth DP money. He's grown every time he's taken the pitch. He's been strong on the ball. He just needs a little more on the passing side of things. Tyrus coming in saying, and a left foot, but everything else is looking a lot better for him. Hey, his one goal was with his left foot. Ha ha ha. Tyrus saying, which was wild. He also has had maybe 1 or 2 nice uses of his left foot today too. So, flashing that can't be a bad thing, especially if MLS defenders are going to be quick to cue on that. You only have 1 foot. That'll be easy to stop you. So we won't be easy to fake with these cuts. But still works for Arjun Robin. Well, Gaston can match with him, so he can only use his left foot. Another one saying closer than it looks on paper, but they looked far more organized. Beric is struggling though. I think the 1 goal does him a bit of service, but Heber missed some good chances too. Herbers or Heber? Heber could have easily been 5-3. Beric needs to step up, and Frankowski looked poor today. Yes, Frankowski did look poor today. As far as players who need a kind of a kick in the butt, he's one of them. Beric and Frankowski, probably top 2 candidates right now. I don't know why they're looking to get Frankowski in behind, so maybe it's what he's asked to do. Who'd have known that a guy who struggles to score double digits would struggle to score so much? Who would have known that a guy who struggles to score would struggle to score so much? Great logic there. I totally agree with it. Organization was evident in the middle third, but so were a ton of easy giveaways in the same part of the field. Remember back when people were talking like Beric, like he was going to be better than Nikolic after 2 games? And Chicharito. Remember when people said that Pizarro and Polito were chumps compared to Beric, and Polito has 4 goals, 4 assists, and Pizarro has 3 goals and 1 assist. Perhaps he comes into it's come to his own, but perhaps with time with Nacho and Beric form a tandem. But the dude whose best season over 5 years in Saint-Étienne didn't reach double digits. Oh, so they're talking about Beric not being a double-digit scoring striker. A lot of rubes in the new fan base, says somebody here. Road games are MLS, and MLS are tough. Having said that, I'm still struggling to see an identity from this team, which isn't a good sign considering it's kind of hard to make the team the star if you don't have a clear identity. That comes from coaching. Maybe they go back into looking for a star in the next transfer window. It's what most of the top MLS teams have. I'd like that route better. It's because so far it seems that with Wiki is not a game-breaking coach. I'm trying to see where a star player would fit here, another person comments. Do you continue with a 4-2-3-1 and sign a traditional 10 to push Nacho out into the wing? Or do you sign a striker and either sit Beric or have him playing along him in a 4-4-2? I think a second striker, yeah, you could get that. I don't know, a Gaetan like guy to act as a second striker. And maybe push Aliseda out into the wing. But where's Georgie going to play? I like Georgie getting some passing in there. He's pretty offensive. And Frankowski's just been poor lately. I don't know if Frankowski's earning a starting position at the moment over Mihailovic. I mean, yes, Frankowski offers pace, but Mihailovic might offer a bit more as far as offensive creativity and creating goals. If Frankowski can't finish goals, then we got to figure out what he's going to be out there to do. If he's out there to create space for other players, then you got to use him for that. You can't be depending on him to score those goals. But that's the coach's decisions to make. Wikis. Yeah. It could be a final comment here. It could be a winger to keep everyone else in their current place. I think position matters less than just finding the right player. Any star is going to have the shape form around him anyways. And I've always liked guys that can score and assist. What's the guy from Montreal Impact that has just been forever? Vila, Amaron, Giovinco. A lot of teams have players like that who can do it and are all frequently MVP candidates on titled contending teams. Maybe they play on the wing, maybe through the middle. If we have to move Beric or Aliseda, then so be it. Easier said than done. And starting to close up news here, we have Patrick McGrady also tweeting out that TJ Zerba, an own goal, broke down the Fire's 3-1 loss on an awesome podcast from Minivan's Dad Soccer Pod, at Minivan Dad Pod. Highly recommend you follow him. Great little listen. Got great stuff. They do more than just Chicago Fire stuff, but they are definitely have a good eye on the Fire and some good commentary. Also in here, we got Soccer Cast Chicago, Campbell, coming up with an awesome interview here with Tony Miola, only about half an hour long. The interview with Tony is a little bit shorter, but a pretty great podcast. Just want to shout these two podcasts out, as well as a couple of our other podcasts out there that are awesome. And you guys know who you are. What is it? The Sad Boys. And I don't know who else is there. North Lot Pod. But, so always follow those guys. Check those out for other Chicago Fire news. Try to make this a quick Chicago Fire hit. We got the upcoming game here, Wednesday, September 2nd, 2020, 6:30 p.m. Central. It's going to be on WGN Channel 9 and also on ESPN+. Also broadcasted in Spanish and Espanol on 1200 a.m. Next game after that will be Sunday, September 6th against the Union. Against the New England Revolution. Sunday, September 6th, 6:30 p.m. against the New England Revolution at Soldier Field, but no one will be there, of course. That will also be on WGN and ESPN+. I think all the rest of the games will be on WGN and ESPN+ for the most part. Also, that some of these games seems like they'll be either on broadcasted in Spanish on the radio, either between 1200 a.m. or 105.1 FM. So awesome that they got some Spanish. I hope that'd be awesome if they had English-speaking radio. I always say that. Let's take a look here at the table here before we shut it down. Toronto leading the league with 18 points. Ho-hum, no Giovinco, no problems. Columbus, second up here in the Eastern Conference. Philadelphia right behind them. Orlando City, New York Red Bulls, New England Revolution. Then followed by the Montreal Impact. Atlanta United in the 8th spot. NYCFC in the 9th spot. Cincinnati in the 10th spot. Nashville, 11. Chicago Fire here in the 12th spot. with a -6 goal differential, and DC United below them, and Inter Miami bottoming out the league as they wait for their new DP, Blaise Matuidi, to come in and play center defensive mid for them. Over the Western Conference, of course, you got Sporting Kansas City, Seattle Sounders, top of the league, followed by Minnesota in third, Portland, Real Salt Lake, FC Dallas, LAFC, San Jose in 8th, LA Galaxy in 9th, Colorado in 10th, Houston Dynamo in 11th, and Vancouver in 12th place. I think Chicago Fire are definitely better than FC Cincinnati and FC Nashville, but and hopefully better than DC United, Inter Miami. We'll see if they make the playoffs. I think looks like these top 7 seeds right now. I thought there were some sort of adjustments going on to the playoffs. I'll check into that and see what's going on there, and I'm sure they'll be updating those things very soon, especially with them probably updating the schedule with a few more games here to round out that 18 game or 22 game schedule, whatever it is. But if you have any corrections, put them in the comments. That's awesome. Let other Fire people know. Correct me, whatever. Put your stuff in the comments. It's awesome. Like, subscribe for more Chicago Fire. Try this out again and hopefully get better at this. All right, guys. Have a great one. We'll see you guys later.